Today I'm gonna make cheeseburger soup. It's starting to get warm outside and it's probably one of the last times that I'll get to make it before the fall. So I've got my Ninja Impossible started here and it's heated, and it says for the sear mode it says add food, so I'm gonna add it and we're just gonna let that brown up. And then we'll add the remaining ingredients. Okay, so it's important to make sure the beef gets some color on it because it's going to add to the flavor and make it taste more like a cheeseburger in the end. So I've got that browned up nice. I got most of the oil out of it. We're going to add a spoonful of garlic and 1 onion diced, and we're just going to let that cook for a moment or so. Okay, so that's been cooking for a moment or so, and I've turned the crock pot to high. And we're just going to add in the rest of the ingredients. So I've got 3 small potatoes that I've chopped. Just use my little chopper, it's fast. We're going to add a cup of heavy cream. Next, we're going to add 2 cups of chicken broth. And a couple splashes of worcestershire sauce. That's going to help it taste like the burger. Additionally, I know I put garlic in there, but we're also going to add a tablespoon of garlic. This is granulated, but you can use whatever you want. I just wouldn't use garlic salt because it'd be too salty. And then I'm going to do the same of onion powder, even though I put an onion in there because it gives it really good flavor. Then next we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And I'm going to make sure they're kind of heaping a bit. And then we're just going to mix this up. And I'm going to cook it on high for 5 hours. My Ninja Impossible has a non-stick pot, so this isn't going to stick. But if your crock pot is not non-stick, I would recommend using one of those cooking bags, or making sure that you're stirring it often because it will stick if you don't have a non-stick. So that's all there is to it, other than I'm going to add 1 block of Velveta cheese. Okay, so here's my Velveta that I've cut up. And I just cubed it up the best I can. I'll just throw it in. It'll melt and mix in. And then I'm going to add some pepper. And this is the size of the Velveta that I've used. So it's the 450 gram box, 1 pound, I think. Okay, so the pepper. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this up, let it cook for 5 hours, give it a stir a little ways in, just to make sure that the cheese is melting and not clumped together. And then it's going to cook for 5 hours on high, and we're going to have a delicious soup. It's very easy. I usually add additional liquid because we like it thinner. So I'll probably add another cup of liquid, but we'll see. We'll wait until the cheese melts and then we'll go from there. Okay, so our soup, cheeseburger soup is finished. I'm just gonna lift this up a bowl, and I've made a fresh loaf of bread to have with it, and it's gonna be delicious. You really do need to try this soup. It's delicious. Okay, so there's our dinner. Nice bowl of soup and some fresh homemade bread, still warm.